While I'm working on the electrical system here, why don't you check out this clip? It's John Gardner from last season, our old pal. He went up to visit our friends at New Hampshire Oil.
All right, we're back at NHOU Protective Coatings, and we're talking with Joe now. Joe, you've become the mad scientist in this segment. We've been here for a couple episodes. You may have seen them. I believe the product is the best on the market, but we don't have to believe me. We're going to prove it today. But before we do that, tell me a little bit about the company.
So we're in the business of empowering people to become proactive and extend the life of their vehicle. Okay, we're a family-run business. We got into the business by first-hand knowledge, me losing my trucks. We live in New England. They lay a lot of de-icing chemicals down. The de-icing chemicals are very corrosive, and the toll is quite extensive and expensive to our vehicles. So we're just trying to help people be proactive and extend the life of their vehicle.
Me and you, we didn't get some MIT graduate certificate, but you've learned on your own. You make sure this product is the best on the market.
Actually, we have a goal, internal goal, and I'm going to tell anyone, be proactive. If you could find a better product, use it. If you find a different technique, try it. We want to get people to think proactively, but our internal goal is to have the best product on the market, and that's why we invested in this cabinet. It's a $15,000 American standardized B117 testing cabinet. It was a big investment for us. It's about a $15,000 cabinet, but everything that we do in there, the procedures and the equipment, from the water and the salt solution, the percentage is all standardized. We have to follow it. And we use our competitors in here all the time. And we are running a test right now. And we see how many hours we can outperform the leading competitor. And our goal is, and always at the top of my wish list with my chemist, is performance upgrade, performance upgrade. We intend on having the best product on the market.
Now you say with your chemist, I mean, you actually been to their facility as well, and you're trying to match exactly what they're doing and doing actually a second check on the product right here.
Yeah, so what we do is we have a quality control. We have a fantastic toll manufacturer who has a superb record of being nothing but a quality industry standard and toll manufacturing. But we have a viscometer. We've synced the two viscometers so that when his product is done, he's checked it. I recheck the surface tension. We can check the grind, the dispersion. I can do a stability check. I can do a sag, make sure that it's the right viscosity and it's not going to drip on the product, and then ultimately a performance test. And this is all in an effort to just keep the quality control there. And then we spray the product. So we have about 3,000 vehicles going through our shop each year, and we don't just produce this product, but we actually use this product.
Now tell me what's going on inside of that cabinet in layman's terms. I mean, you're actually applying salt. I know it's not the perfect situation. Everything's a little bit different, but this is what's happening in the real world.
So that is what that does is simulates accelerated use. We actually have a product in there right now that has less than 20 hours and there's more than 5% corrosion on it. I'm not going to make public any of the competitors, but it's sad when people buy that product and pay good money and they think they're getting protection. They're not. This cabinet will produce salt fog at a certain temperature, the controlled temperature, and a controlled volume. And what we do is, in most cases, let this run for almost 2 months and see how many hours before you actually get more than 5% corrosion.
Well, it is sad, Joe. I mean, education's the key, and you guys do that here as well. Now, I went and I got some bed liner, I coated it, I thought I was stopping the rust. That's not the case.
No, you cannot cover over rust and trap moisture and oxygen below the surface. Here's an example of somebody who did that. The only thing you do is make the surface look pretty for a while, but the product is not stopping it from oxidizing. And that's what oil does differently. It actually penetrates through the rust down to the good metal, displaces moisture, removes oxygen, and you stop oxidation as long as you take either of those out of the equation.
Now, this quality control here, it extends to out in the field. I was talking to your son. It's a family business, Joey. He was talking about you guys shoot it here, you use it here, so your outside vendors run into a problem. It's probably nothing new that you haven't seen.
By the time that the product actually gets to our dealers, it's been in our shop for almost a year, and some selected dealers. What's really critical here, and everyone has to understand, is an above average product is completely worthless if you don't get a good application. So a below average application renders that good product useless. So we factory train everybody. We have the largest selection of rust-proofing equipment in the country, and we have everyone come in here and go through a whole training program so that you get the best product applied properly, end result.
What's your website? Where can they find you?
www.NHOULundercoating.com.
Perfect. Well, go check them out on the website. I'm going to hop on a plane really quick, but get back to the studio because Dave's a little lonely. There's plenty more. Motorhead Garage presented by Top Coat right after this break.
Back at Motorhead Garage presented by Top Coat. You know, we saw John Gardner at NHOU last season. Well, this year, earlier in the season, I got to go up to see what I could learn. Joe, we've seen how the customer experience starts here in the beautiful waiting area that you have, but really the magic starts here in the back building where all the work's done. How does your system work?
So we've had, close to 10 years now to refine this system, and we have about 3,000 vehicles that pass through here each year. What we've done is, one, we've solved one of the problems with overspray. We actually have a system, and we've worked our way up to make this system fully functional that will recapture overspray, and we're able to reuse it, but more importantly, it doesn't land on the consumer's vehicle. We also have all the right equipment. We have tools that will get into all the body cavities. We use a high pressure system. It's an airless, air-assisted system. We're also installing cameras in our bays so that the consumer can sit in there and actually view the vehicle being done.
Now, it's really plain to see how much attention you've paid to detail, all the finite things. How do you want this whole experience then to translate to your franchisees and your dealers?
So we spent a lot of time refining our system, and many of the dealers will come in here and we will train them. And now what we're trying to do is completely duplicate the system, the whole experience here in the form of a franchise.
So what if I want to become a dealer or a franchisee?
Okay, anyone interested can contact us. Just go to the website, NHOULundercoating.com.